Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So today we're going to be taking a look at my Gasteria collection. Sorry, I've been away for a little bit. I've been mega sick and I just didn't feel like doing anything for while I'm sick, but not sick anymore. So we're gonna take a look at my Gasteria collection. Okay, so these are my Gasterias. I can see a very modest few amounts of them. I actually used to have a little bit more, but I kept selling them because people wanted them. Anyways, they are fantastic plants. If you are starting out or new to succulents, Gasterias is one of the ones that I would highly recommend that you start collecting or have, because they are extremely resilient plants. You can torture them as much as you can want and they will come back from the dead pretty much. As long as the core of the plant is still alive, they'll come back to life, the root, and just poof, right? Not only that, but they are very resilient. They're very hardy, not cold hardy, but they are very, very hardy. They are very, very resistant to, a lot of type of pests, especially mealybugs, mites, all that sorts, right? Yes, you can still have aloe mites on the Gasterias, but they don't really destroy the plant. Versus aloes, where they literally just destroys the plant. But anyways, okay. So I, like many of you, have bought one of these ones when I first started collecting plants, and they're very plain, they're not very fun. It's one of those variety where you can find at any store, and they're very, very tough and sharp, where you can actually stab a bitch with, one of those ones. Anyways, so they weren't really fun as versus something like this one, where it looks fun, right? Fantastic. Look at all that texture in there, fantastic. Or even this one in the back here. See, look at this, how beautiful that is, right? So Gasterias, they do come in a lot of different shapes. Look at this like, I think this is a Gaster aloe right here. Different shapes, different textures, different colors, like, they are hybridized like not as much as Warty, Echeveras, or aloes, but a lot of people do hybridize them, and there's a lot of variations in them as well. Anyway, so I guess we're gonna get started. Unfortunately, some of them I don't know the name to, because like I said, people hybridize them and the names get lost in translation. Not only that, but like sometimes they look very similar to the other ones, all that stuff. They're super easy to take care of as well. I mean, you can like not water them for weeks or months on end, and they'll still come back to life with like one single drink. Okay, anyways, let's get started with this first one, which is, I don't know. It is a hybrid, one that my seller gave me. It is a variegated one of something, but the variegation, I think, is a silver variegation, where it's very, very light variegation. I don't know. They pop super easily too. So these things like pop like crazy. Look, it's coming out with a little tiny flower right here. The reason why they're called Gasterias is because the flowers looks like your stomach, a gastro, right? That's why it's called Gasterias. Anyway, so I don't know what the name of this one is. Okay, that one is done. This one is called Gasteria Gracilis Variegata. I think it used to be called bicolor, but I don't know, that's the wrong one. This is actually called Gasteria Gracilis, or even Minima Variegata. They're both the same thing. So this comes out variegated, and a lot of these ones also turn pink, orange. That beautiful coral color in the summer if you let it stress out. It's very, very gorgeous. Anyways. Okay, so this one is called Gasteria Verucosa Variegata as well. A regular favorite of a lot of buyers. It's a very nice Gasteria. Also, the rule with these one is it doesn't matter how much variegation you get from your initial plants, because look, all the pups comes out. It's also random. And look, this had a good variegation, right, at the start, but look, it's becoming like less variegated, but look at all the pups. So honestly, it doesn't matter how much variegation there are in the initial plant that you get, right? So whenever people are like, oh, please send me the best variegation, I don't really care, because I know the pups will come out like this. So it's one of those plants where you don't care about the variegation at all. As long as you have the plant itself with variegation, it's within the genetics, and you'll get these pups out, which is really, really wonderful. Okay, so this next one, oh, I forgot to name this one. What is this one? This one is this one, but not this one. This one is called a Gasteria Batesiana. Yes, this one is called a Gasteria Batesiana Variegata. Look how beautiful that is, right? Look how bump. Sorry, I don't know if you can show you. Let me go further out. Can you see that? Look at these tiny bumps. It looks like a tongue. Yeah. That texture is beautiful. It's very bumpalicious. Bumpalicious? Is that still a word? I know bootylicious is still a word, but bumpalicious, anyways. Yeah, so the majority of them have that type of texture to them, which is really cool. So yeah, Batesiana Variegata. Okay, so this one is called a Gasteria Royal Highness Variegata, but the variegation isn't at high. I do have another one which I'll show you afterwards, but there are variations to this one. This one also does have that beautiful coloring when it's stressed out during the summer heat. So I believe this is my first year with it. So my second year, we'll see how this coming summer, we'll see how gorgeous and orange it gets. I'm gonna starve this thing from water and let it stress the F out. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do with this one. See, a pup right there, fun. Okay, so this one right here, so that one was the Royal Highness Variegata. This one is also a Royal Highness Variegata, but look how much variegation it is, right? So you can tell that variegation does come later and with a lot of sun and stress. So a lot of the variegation that you see in plants, and sometimes when you move them indoor or when they don't have enough light, it seems like they're reverting. It's not that they're reverting, especially in the leaves that they currently have already. It's just that they're compensating for the less sun there is, or less light, right? Less intensive light. So they're compensating by producing more green pigments, chlorophyll, not chloroform. Chlorophyll, okay? Chloroform is when you want to kidnap somebody. Don't do that, kids, okay? Chlorophyll, sorry, what am I talking about? Yeah, they produce more chlorophyll to compensate for the less light. So this is indoor right now, so it's a lot less light. You can see, like, even then, it still comes out as variegated on these leaves. But yeah, this one is magnificent. It turns super orange, super coral, super fabulous during the summer heat. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's finally rooted and it finally has a pup. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so this is another fan favorite. It's called Gasteria Carinata Variegata. I finally have one. It is a very smooth one as well. It doesn't really have that much bumps. It's not smooth as a twink, but you know, I think this would be smooth as how would you name it? A middle-aged man, like in their 30s, where they're transitioning into a more adult grown-up, where you know the smoothness is kind of gone, but it's still there. You know, that's the description of it, right? But yeah, this thing's really cool, and a lot of the time it'll have like these type of marking. That's just damage. It's normal. It's not disease or anything. Because I do get like a lot of people. Some people do send me messages about them. I'm like, that's normal. I see them all the time. It's very normal. Don't worry about it. They're rightfully to be worried. But I've seen so many. I've sold so many. You know. So I know that it's just normal. It's fine. Don't worry about it. As long as the core here is good, you're good to go. This next one is called Gasteria. I won't pronounce this name. Okay, let me try to pronounce Schweikertiana. Schweikertiana. Not gonna bother. This is one that also does go into the coral pinkness as well. Maybe it's Gasteria a little wordy. I don't know. But anyways, it's one of those ones where it's like, oh, my arms is all weird and everything, and it looks cool in the summer, and it turns pink and coral and orange in the summer. You know, there's a lot of pups all around. I wish I had a house so I could put this in a big pot and it would just like Medusa itself out, right? This one's really cool. I don't think I've ever had this one offered again. I think it was offered once, but somebody did order one, and I ordered one myself. But yeah, look, even when it's like almost dead like this, right? Like I think this is like, oh no, it's not dead. It's stressed out. Whatever. Even when like the plant is like almost dead, like it's just so super dried up. As long as there's a tiny root and you root that plant, it'll just come back. Okay, so this one is called Gasteria Little Warty Variegata right here, and this one pops out quite a lot. And I like this one the most. I think one of my favorite ones because it's very architectural. It doesn't come out like this, like that, right? Like this all over the place. It just goes straight up. And I've had this for I think about 3 to 4 years now, and I've given away a lot of the pups to, you know, regular buyers of mine. But yeah, you know, it's a very nice plant. Nothing more I can say about that. You know, it's very architectural. This one is called a Gasteria Benguinii Yellow Variegata. So story behind this is I got this. I did order one myself because everybody was ordering one. I'm like, okay, I guess I should buy one myself. Okay. Anyways, so I got one of these. No. I got one of these, and this one itself was rotting from the middle, but it didn't fully rot, right? So it rotted all the way down to the core, and it still had this much stump left of it. So what I did was I rooted it and I just left it alone. Right, and then it just started popping out like crazy, and I kind of burnt it. But look at all of these pups. Look at all these pups. Look at all these pups that comes out. So like I said, Gasterias are super resilient. Gastrales are super resilient as well, as long as you have this core that's alive and you have like a lot of leaves alive. Leave it alone, I would just pop out like crazy like this. All right, so one of those plants where you should not give up unless everything falls apart and everything rots, then give up. Okay, so this one is like the other one. Benguinii, Gasteria, Benguinii, Silver, Variegata. It's just the other one, but silver. Yeah, that's it. It's just the other one, but silver. This is also a fan favorite, I think for the last 2 years as well. Very beautiful. I don't know what the water plant is, so I don't know what else to say about it. It's nice to have. Okay, so this one is unknown. The name is unknown. I don't know what the name is. My seller calls it Gasteria Variegata white, but the true name I don't know. If you know what the true name is, let me know. It does look kind of similar like this when it's growing, right? It looks similar, but look. See the leaves? The leaves are like this. It curls up like this. Like it's like a claw, and it goes like that, right? This one, it doesn't claw, it goes straight out. So yeah, I don't know what the name of this one, but this one is fun to have. It curls up like that, which is fun to have. Anyways. Okay, so this one is called a Gasteria Blue Ox. Blue Ox. Blue Ox. I can't focus. Okay, Blue Ox. Anyways, this one can get gigantically huge. Like, I mean, like, gigantic. If you put it in a bigger pot, so I have it in a smaller pot because I don't have space for it. But if you ever get a chance to have one of these ones, right? And you might want to like have some room and space, because it does get gigantically big. I remember that I sold one to Patty, I think a few years ago, a very, very big one, bigger than this, right? And it was actually thicker than this as well. I think it was like that thick per leaf, So yeah, this one gets very, very thick and very, very big. And it's actually pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Like, look at that. Look at that. Unfortunately, you can't stab somebody with this because it's not sharp enough. Like, this isn't sharp. Like, it hurts, but it won't cut somebody. Right? So you can't stab somebody. Don't grab the Gasteria. Grab the agaves. Yes, grab the agaves if you need to. Don't grab the Gasteria for defense. The agaves. Okay, this is cool. So this special one, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you are eyeing, is called a Gasteria Batesiana Black Variegata. Oh, there we go, Black Variegata. Why is it called Black Variegata? because of this. It's actually a darker green. So look, so this is the stressed out color. So it's been like this since I got it, and it's finally kind of recovering because it's actually been able to drink water. It's rooted, it's been able to drink water. But during the summer, you would leave this one to almost dry. You would only water once a month, and it gives this beautiful, look at this. Look how beautiful this texture color is, right? You get this beautiful texture color. Also, look at this rainbow-y color, like gradient, right? Look, that is gorgeous, right? So it's one of those plants where it's, what is that? An underdog? No, underrated underdog type of plant where people throw it aside because, you know, majority of them will see this, right? But they don't get to see this if they're not really into the plant itself. But look how nice that is. So the summertime, I'm gonna leave this alone and we'll revisit during the summer. So if you see it in the tour, I'll probably be like, yeah, that's the one from that video, girl. That's the one. Okay, anyways, so thank you so much for watching this very, very quick collection video of my Gasteria. Hopefully you guys like it, and let me know which one are you interested in obtaining this year. I think there are a few Gasterias that I'm going to be obtaining this year because I do want to move my collection more into the solid type plants versus like the soft leaf like Echeverias and stuff like that, because overall in the end, you know, these ones will give you that satisfying dopamine release later on, because, you know, they are very rewarding as an older plant versus like Echeverias where they look very, very pretty but they die super easy. But these ones, super resilient, very satisfying to have, and very beautiful. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.